Now, a page from our Sunday morning almanac, September 11th, 1609, the day a ship captained by Henry Hudson anchored near the mouth of the river that now bears his name. Hudson was sailing on behalf of the Dutch aboard the Half Moon, recreated in 1989.
Henry Hudson set sail from Amsterdam aboard the good ship Half Moon, becoming the first European to chart the waters of New York. We're aboard the replica ship to find out what life is like on board.
Yeah, this is Jamie DeLine is in the studio now sharing really an incredible story. Jamie.
John and Trishna, the students and crew, were there to reenact history. Little did they know, in that very place exactly 392 years later to the day, that they'd be watching a very different type of history unfold before their very eyes. On September 10th, 2001, the Half Moon anchored just south of the World Trade Center. The next morning, a crew of Capital Region students and teachers witnessed a tragedy.
The hijacker's passport was found blocks from the World Trade Center crash site, if you can believe that.
Our next guest was living the American dream. He moved here from Holland. He worked hard, saved his money, opened up a school to train people how to fly airplanes right up the road in Venice, Florida.
And his name is Rudy Deckers, and you'll know the names of some of his students, Muhammad Atwa and Marwan Al-Shahid. They learned to fly at Rudy's school. And on September 11, 2001, they flew 2 planes into the World Trade Twin Towers in New York City.
Rudy wrote a book about this. It's called Guilty by Association, One Man's Unknowing Involvement in the Events of 9/11. This is his book right here, and here he is.
Good
Rudy
morning.
Deckers, glad to have you here to tell the story of your life, which must have, at least at this point, been nowhere the way you would have ever imagined it as a little boy in Holland.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rudy Deckers. I am a Dutch national. Maybe after my accent you can tell that I'm not from here. And I came here to live the American dream.
Officials found a passport belonging to one of the terrorists. That was apparently found a couple of blocks away, because when one of the planes, or the first plane, slammed into the tower, you could see it on the video, in fact, debris flew out the other end.
Rudy Deckers joins us. He's the owner of Huffman Aviation International. The FBI has talked to Rudy about a possible suspect. Reports that 2 of the bombing suspects may have attended his school. Is that what they talked to you about, Rudy?
He had more information than the FBI about Muhammad Atta and Marwan Al-Shahid, the pilots of the planes that took down the towers.
All the signatures, all the temporary licenses, everything. And even the visa, even the driver's license. The government didn't have them, I had them.
Consider, both pilots who guided planes into the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center trained at Dutch national Rudy Deckers Huffman Aviation, which he had purchased the year before the terrorists began to arrive. The terrorist duo practicing touch and goes on Florida's Gulf Coast were soon joined by a third student terrorist pilot, Siad El Jarrah, the Lebanese national, at the controls of the plane which crashed in western Pennsylvania. He trained at the Florida Flight Training Center, newly purchased by yet another Dutch national.
The only other flight school in town is owned by Arnie Kuthoff, and he's Dutch. I mean, the odds of that are pretty slim.
So 2 Dutch nationals had purchased flight schools. Local observers thought that was one Dutch boy too many for coincidence.